The My Little Pony Ride by Opium 4T Mass. Author's note: there are places hidden in the internet, dark, forbidden places. Places that people like me go for information. People like me that are very much aware that there is something really wrong with our world. It is in these deep corners one can find certain things, snatches of scripts, character outlines, drawings, parts of old YouTube trailers taken down and never to be shown again. All of these things pertain to a kids show that was created for television but never shown. All of it was compiled by a woman who died a few years ago. Her name was Melanie Ross. It was this article I found posted by somebody who went by the ID Derpy that drew my attention, and I do confess, I find myself believing in it. First, Derpy had posted other articles and information about the show before, and is genuinely viewed as a trustworthy source. And second, as I myself have worked for Disney for a very short time, have heard certain rumors about the ride in question. Though it was long gone before I worked at the parks, the rumors still persist to this day. But in the end, I cannot verify or deny this story. I'm posting her journal entry here to let the reader decide. Do with it as you wish. My Little Pony: Adventures in Equestria, from the Journal of Melanie Ross. It was going to be a hot day. The park hadn't opened yet, and I can already feel beads of sweat rolling down the back of my neck. I was among the crowd of guests waiting to enter the park, and the Florida sun was already baking me, but no one seemed to notice, or if they did, they didn't seem to care. I could feel myself growing impatient, and even a little nervous as I waited. A month ago, I had visited the park. I tried to sneak in and see, but I got caught by security. They were nice to me as they escorted me through those mysterious tunnels under the park that everyone talks about, as they took me to the office of Disney Security. They took my name and ID and told me they were letting me go with a warning that if they ever caught me anywhere on Disney World property ever again, I would be arrested for trespassing. I was banned for life from Disney. Yet here I am again. 2 days from now, that secret Disney and Hasbro had been doing its best to pretend didn't exist will be gone. 2 days from now, what I came all the way here to see will be demolished to make way for a new ride. From what I heard told, it will be some sort of Snow White roller coaster ride. 2 days from now, the My Little Pony ride will be erased from the earth, never to be seen again. In 2009, Hasbro was in full production in a new cartoon series. It was a planned reboot to an old 80s series that didn't do so well when it came out. But they were confident that the new one would make up for the failure of the first. After all, name a little girl who doesn't like ponies. Spearheaded by a man named Simon, well known in the industry for creating hit cartoon series, Hasbro was so confident in the new series they teamed up with Disney to create a ride for it. How it came to be, I can't say. The deal was done behind closed doors that even I couldn't get into. But there is a few things I have learned. The ride was called My Little Pony: Adventures Through Equestria. The estimated cost was around $80 million, with each company splitting the bill. The ride itself, some sources have said, was around 5 to 7 minutes long, with a combination of animatronics, 2D and 3D animation in something that was described as a mild indoor roller coaster. Upon entering the ride, the guests were seated into a gold and silver chariot representing the sun and the moon that could hold between 10 to 15 people. The ride itself was like a story. Disney does like its stories, as guests are magically transported from Disney World to Equestria by a purple unicorn named Twilight Sparkle. Twilight escorts the guests through Equestria, meeting her friends along the way. However, an evil alicorn named Nightmare Moon tries to stop Twilight and the guests, promising eternal darkness. With the help of the guests, Twilight prepares to stop her, along with her friends, to help while a blue unicorn, something called Dragonicus, named Discord, attempt to create chaos and prevent Twilight from stopping Nightmare Moon. However, Twilight Sparkle, with the help of some magic gem called the Elements of Harmony, are able to send Nightmare Moon back. The ride ends with everybody arriving in Canterlot, with Celestia sending the guests back to the Magic Kingdom in Disney World. And that what the ride was supposedly about. From what I learned, the My Little Pony ride was completed but never opened. It sits there now unused in the Magic Kingdom, hidden by a wooden fence and potted bushes, hiding it so well that it's easy to miss if you don't know what you're looking for. Why? What happened? It didn't take me too long as I researched the show to make me realize why Disney would rather take a $40 million loss and pretend it doesn't exist. They're scared of it. Finally, after waiting what felt like hours, the park opens with a flare. I wipe the sweat off my forehead while I navigate my way through the crowds. I feel a little nervous as I pass by Disney employees welcoming me into park. I've been careful on my return trip. I've cut my hair short and dyed it red. I'm also wearing a sun hat and thick red sunglasses. With the thousands of people entering the Magic Kingdom every day, I'm sure I won't be noticed. But still, this whole ordeal is playing havoc with me. A feeling every time I see an employee. A paranoia seems to overtake me, a feeling that they know who I am, and they're waiting for me. I pick up the pace as I make my way through Main Street, USA, then cut through Cinderella's castle as I exit the other side, entering Fantasyland. The carousel is the first thing that greets me, playing old Disney songs while rows of perfect white horses spin around and around in a circle until the end of time. When I was a little girl, the carousel was my favorite thing in the world. Now I have to admit, it kinda scares me. I stare at the horses and I wonder what secrets do they know? What are they not telling us? I'm looking in the eyes of the countless horses as they spin past me, feeling that if they could talk, they would tell me to run. You're going to die, came the voice of a young girl as she got onto the carousel.